everyone, and welcome back to Days in Canada. I hope you are all fine, happy and healthy. And in today's video we will talk about how I got into one of the top university in Canada. As you know, I have done masters from University of Waterloo in electrical and computer engineering. So in this video we will discuss how I got into my master program, how I made my application strong, how you can make your application strong while applying to top universities in Canada. And don't skip this video because I will tell you step by step how you can apply, what documents you need, and at the end of the video I will tell you what are the common mistakes which students do which cause their application to be rejected. So don't skip this video and watch this video till end. Even if you are taking any help from consultant, be aware what documents are needed and be involved in your process. Gather your documents yourself and do everything step by step. So number one step before you start applying is gather all the documents. You don't need to upload documents right away. University will send you email when they will require your documents, but personally I feel like you should have all your documents ready beforehand, because when they ask you to upload your documents there is no delay and you have your documents to go and you can upload it and your application would be done. So what documents you need to apply to top universities in Canada? Let's discuss. Number one is transcript. You need your official transcript from your university and it should be sealed. You have to go to your university, apply for the transcripts and they will give you transcripts. I will say order 3-4 transcripts beforehand and it should be sealed with the university seal on it. Please do remember to have seal on the transcript. And the second important document required is degree. If you have already graduated you would have your degree, but please make sure university might ask it to be either notarized or self-attested, so do it. And the third is resume. Build a strong resume showing which projects you did, or if you have done any research paper you should include them, or if you have participated in any culture events in your university or college. So make sure you have a strong resume highlighting your achievements. And then is the SOP. So SOP stands for statement of purpose. You need to have a strong statement of purpose in which you should write why you want to come to your selected university, why you want to study in the program you selected, and why you want to come to Canada for international studies. So you have to have a strong statement of purpose. You can have the template from internet anywhere, but please don't copy anybody's statement of purpose. It should be unique to yourself and you should not copy it. They will know it if you will copy it from internet or if you copy it from somebody else, and your application will be rejected. So please make sure write your SOP in your own words. And then the fifth document you need is your 10th and plus 2 mark sheet. Not very necessary, but some university will ask you these documents. And then the passport, your first and the last page of the passport. And the next is your IELTS score or TOEFL or whichever English test you have given. They will need the score. If you haven't given the IELTS score, they will send you the conditional offer letter, and after that they will ask yours. And next is extracurricular activities. So if you have participated in any culture or technical events in your, or you got any participation certificate or any certification during your bachelor's, you have to give. Is LOR. So LOR stands for letter of recommendation. So some university will ask you to provide the physical letter of recommendation. You can write on your university or college letterhead. It's very important to write your LOR on your university and college hand and get it signed from your professor or your head of department. But some university will ask the email address of your professor or your recommendee. So you have to give them the email address of your professor. University of Waterloo will ask you the email address of the professor, who they will later send the email for your recommendation. So have the email address of your professor or your head of department when you are filling out your application. So it's very important to have at least 2 to 3 email address of your professor. So these are the common documents which are required by the university. I also gave my GRE score because I had my GRE. I gave my GRE, so I had those scores, but it is not at all compulsory to give your GRE score. Many universities in Canada even don't require GRE scores, but you have to check the university website and your program specific website. Maybe they require GRE score, but University of Waterloo in electrical and computer engineering, they didn't require GRE score. The good news is that you have completed the main step of applying to any top universities, that is gathering all the documents. And next step is to apply at OUAC, that is Ontario University Application Center. You will have to create your login password and you have to fill out a journal application form in OUAC. And in OUAC, you have to submit the application fees for University of Waterloo in engineering. Application fees is around 125 Canadian dollars. So now you have filled out the application form in OUAC and also submitted the application fees. After 1 to 2 business days, University of Waterloo, considering you are applying to University of Waterloo, will send you an email regarding further steps. They will ask you to create your login in Quest, which is essentially a Waterloo system in Quest, and also will give you Waterloo ID. Keep that Waterloo ID safe. If you have to communicate with University of Waterloo in future, you have to use that Waterloo ID. They will recognize you according to your Waterloo ID. So now you have created your Quest login ID and they will provide you all the instruction in the email. And after you have created your login ID with Quest, you have to upload all the documents which they asked you in the Quest, and you have to make sure you upload all the documents. They will provide you list of the documents in the account itself. So please make sure you upload all the documents and make sure that whether they want it notarized or attested and whatever their requirement is. Quest, you can see how many documents and which documents you have to upload. Also, you can view the status of your application. If you get the offer letter, you can accept it, deny it. You have to do everything in Quest. So Quest is very important. Keep the login ID and password safe for the Quest. Also, University of Waterloo will send out the emails you provided during your application process to the professors. And if your professors has replied to the email and given their recommendation and you have uploaded all the documents, your status in the Quest will change to completed from initiated. And the next step is essentially decision, for which you might have to wait for a long time because University of Waterloo don't send the offer letters very fast. For fall term, that is September term, I applied in December and their deadline is February 1st for fall term. So I applied in December and I got my offer letter in June. So December, January, February, March, April, May, June. So after like 6 months, they send out me offer letter and then I have to quickly do my visa process. So keep in mind and be patient. So now let's quickly go through over all the steps once and then I will tell you which mistakes you should avoid so your application is not rejected. So step 1, gather all the documents. Step 2, create OUAC login. Step 3, fill out the application in OUAC and please submit your application fees with that. Step 4, read the email containing instructions which is sent you by your university. And step 5, create login in the Quest if you are applying to University of Waterloo. Step 6, upload all the required documents properly with their size, with the attestation, with notarization. And step 7, wait for your result. And I think step 8 would be have patience. And now the last part of the video, mistakes you should avoid so that your application don't get rejected. Number 1 common mistake which students do is just applying before the application deadline. If they are saying for September application deadline is February 1st, don't apply in January last. At least apply 4 to 6 weeks prior. I applied in December and the deadline was in February. Second is not uploading correct documents. So the university provides you the list of documents they require. Make sure that the format is correct, and I will repeat it again, and I think I have repeated so many times. If they are asking to notarize the document, get it notarized. If they are asking for self-attestation. And the next mistake is providing incorrect email ID of your professor or the person who is recommending you. So please make sure to provide the correct email ID for your professor. You won't be able to change the email ID in the Quest later on, and for some reason you have to change the email ID. You have to email the application center which handle all the application of the graduate studies, so it is a hassle. And the other mistakes which students usually do is not submitting the required fees or submitting the incorrect fees. If they are asking you to submit 125 Canadian dollar, you have to submit 125 Canadian. And the next mistake which students do is copying the SOP. So I have stressed in the beginning of the video, do not copy the statement of, you won't even get the rejection email. They will just ban you from applying to the university, or maybe they will ban you to apply to any university in Canada, because plagiarism is an offense in Canada. So please make sure, don't copy statement of purpose from anyone from internet. You can have the template, but write it in your own words, because statement of purpose is unique to everyone. Why I want to do electrical engineering, it would be different than why you want to do electrical engineering. So make sure to write your own statement of purpose. It's very easy to write. These were all the mistakes with students. So just make sure to upload all the documents and follow the steps which we have discussed in the video. Please do visit the university website which you have selected, and also the program's website which you have selected. So make sure you are fulfilling all the admission requirements, and then you should. So these were essentially all the steps which you should take care and mistakes you should avoid, so that your application is strong and you get offer letter from all the universities you apply. And I will pray for you guys that you get selected in all the universities you apply, and you get your dream university and your dream program. So make sure you subscribe to my channel, like this video, and please do comment which other videos you want to see in the future. And I will be back with another such video. Till then, take care, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.